In less than an hour, the Joint Economic Committee hearing will convene to discuss Paulson's plan. Senator James DeMint, a South Carolina Republican, is on that committee and joins us live from Capitol Hill this morning. Senator, great to have you on the program.
Thank you, Betty.
You have, of course, been a harsh critic of your own administration's plan. Why are you not convinced that this is going to do what it needs to do for the economy and for the American taxpayers?
Well, this is like hiring the arsonist to put out the fire that they started. The government broke this, and now they're trying to convince us they can fix it. And I believe this is really just a $1 trillion Band-Aid that's going to try to get us past the election. But this is something that is so big, it amounts to about $10,000 for every American family. There's no guarantees that this is going to stop an economic downturn. In fact, it has very little economic stimulus. My frustration is this problem is being blamed on capitalism and the free markets rather than the real culprit, which is the federal government.
But, Senator, what's the alternative? What are you proposing then?
Well, the alternative is just common sense pro-growth policies, such as lowering our corporate tax rate so that we're no longer the second highest in the world, eliminating the capital gains tax so people will put more money in the market and be willing to take risk. We can fix Sarbanes-Oxley that has been chasing capital offshore for several years. We can open up our energy reserves so that we don't export so many dollars. There are a lot of good long-term economic policies we could put in place. But this is a short-term Band-Aid that's going to make the problem worse because the debt that Americans have is lowering the value of our dollar, and this will even make it worse.
But Senator, I think that is exactly the problem, though, and the counter-argument to what you're saying is that all of those are long-term solutions to what is right now a very urgent emergency problem. If this doesn't go through, what we've had economists say and others is that we'll see a complete collapse of the financial system, perhaps even worse than what we saw in 1929.
Well, I've heard all of the talk of gloom and doom, and certainly we do have a serious problem. But I think what we're proposing will make it worse. This is going to put the government in control of our economy because our economy runs on credit, and the government is never going to retreat from that position. We're basically giving up our free enterprise system in America and selling out to socialism. I think as I hear back home, people are willing to sacrifice and go through some hard times in order to fix this problem the right way. I don't think this government has any idea of how to fix this problem. They've told us if we spend $150 billion and send everybody $600 checks, it would be fixed. That didn't work. You know, they told us $300 billion to bail out mortgage companies. That didn't work. Taking over Fannie Mae, that didn't work.
Yeah.
So we keep getting these crises and panic situations. I think it makes no sense at all to spend this much money this quickly.
Senator, your vote counts. Are you going to vote against this bill?
I'm definitely going to vote against it, and I think you'll see it get worse as the Democrats try to tack more of the things that they want on it when they see that it's going to sail through. Make no mistake, this is a Democrat bill. They're going to talk it down, they're going to complain, but the president's going to pass this with Democrat votes, and because they're chomping at the bits to get this much control over government, because they believe they're going to control the government after this election.
Senator, thank you so much for being on our program. Senator Jim DeMint of South Carolina, a Republican on Capitol Hill.